to share with you my experience with Shitstorms and yours. So I have to go back a bit in time because, as you see, I'm from a different generation. And well, you know, you read in the paper that at the moment people are really fed up. They know that we don't have any solution how to change the world into something better. People seem to be worried, afraid. There's no idea coming up as far as I see. And that's the bad news. But the good news is that around quite a few years ago, the Californian hippies worked on the computer, and later on there was the internet. They developed the internet, and this could be, and I have a similar experience, the way out. Normally we think, well, human beings are wolves. We fight at each other, we kill each other, we rob each other. There's no, and it never ends. But now I have to go back to the 60s, where I was young, and yes, and the 60s, something strange happened. At a certain time, it was 67 actually, we were all lifted up to something unknown. So far, we knew the Nazis, the bad 50s, where everything was suppressed, and suddenly we were in a high, and we saw that we are not those beasts, those wolves, but we were in love. We loved each other, we loved the whole world, and everybody shared it. And this was great, but it didn't last long. It lasted only a few months, and then we were back in the shit again. Really down again, and this was crazy, because, of course, we were depressed, and I myself started to go to a guru, and I went to a therapist, and I was looking around, where can I find help? And then, finally, I met 4 women and 1 man there, and we started to change our life. We became very simple life, tried to slow down the ego, and were not so, well, we didn't work in a normal sense, in a job, but retreated and tried to find out who we are, how do we get into love again. And this is a very high wish, and you can imagine now we can come close to the similarity to the internet or the shitstorm. I had to confront all my really darkest demons, which I didn't know of, like jealousy, greed, rivalry to the other women. I saw how mean and really aggressive I was in my deepest self. And this had to change. It is a process I'm still in. It changes up and down. The demon's always trying to get you back into the material identity, but then you go further, and really it's getting closer together now. So it's worth it, I tell you. And I think the shitstorms and all those haters and people who are so mean in the internet, it's very worth doing that. We share in the internet all our private datas, as we did that in the time when we here, my friends, when we had no internet. And the internet helps too, that you can see how you are. You share it with so many people now, with the world actually, and this makes it better. It is a communication which means actually love, and that love helps us and will be a better world. We are already approaching it, we started it, we are on a journey, and don't let yourself be suppressed by anything, by bashing the internet or anything. It's old saying, we are on a very good way.